3, 2. Hey guys, JamesMCD Reviews here. Welcome to another TV log. These are episode 2 and 3 of Cobra Kai. I've decided, since the episodes are so short and there's not really a whole lot to talk about, I've decided to do them in twos for the rest of the series. So in episode 2, we got a lot of Johnny Lawrence in episode 1. In episode 2, we get a lot of Daniel. We see kind of his living conditions, his family life, and everything like that. And we also kind of see him as the overprotective dad, where he, kind of embarrasses his daughter, Sam, by shutting down a party that she threw without his permission. And he's really suspicious about a boyfriend that she has. And, he is... All seems to be going, kind of normally. They invite the boyfriend over for dinner, but then he finds out about an altercation between the boyfriend and Johnny, which was the fight they had outside of the mini mall and everything. So, and he's already kind of on edge because he's seen the Cobra Kai dojo opening up. And, with all the stuff that happened in the past, the last thing he wants is for Johnny to be, filling some kids' heads with the whole strike first, no mercy mantra. So at the end of the episode, he drives down there and he talks with Johnny, and you can see the tension sort of building there between the two of them, and it's really got me excited for the rest of the season to see sort of that rivalry build back up again, and see the two of them go at each other. And in the middle of all of this, we also see Johnny kind of struggling to get the actual dojo together. He opens up without really knowing how to run a business and prepare for it. So he has all these health provisos that he has to deal with, and he has to, of course, get more customers in and everything like that, while still training this kid, Miguel, his first and only student. So he's, having a difficult time with that. So even though he thinks that opening up this studio again is going to bring back the spark to his life, at first it seems like it's just giving him even more problems to deal with. And then in episode 3, there's a Halloween dance. Daniel decides to chaperone so that he can keep an eye on his daughter because he's still suspicious of the crush. Meanwhile, Johnny is trying to advertise the dojo, and that's not going really well. And throughout all of this, we see Miguel progressively get, better with the skills that he's been taught, and he's still kind of trying to balance through high school and, survive and not, get beat up and learn how to talk to people. And he makes 2 friends who are basically the ones at the losers table and things like that. And we basically now have 3 sort of storylines going on where we see, Miguel struggles in high school, Daniel struggles with his family, and Johnny struggles with the whole dojo and the rest of his life. I really liked these 2 episodes. I think they're doing a really good job at setting up storylines for going forward. I really care. They've gotten me to care about all of the characters. Even the ones I know I probably shouldn't care about, they've given them enough, development and character for me to be I like all of these characters. I don't want to see anything bad happen to them. And it's especially got me, interested in the sort of, the rivalry between Daniel and Johnny building back up again. I'm really excited to see how that evolves throughout the season. I also like how it seems like nothing has changed, since the movies, where, people in the valley are still just dickheads to everybody. The kids at the high school are, constantly being assholes to each other. Some guys in the first episode, when Johnny was like working as an electrician. People were being assholes to him. The show also has done callbacks really well so far too. Obviously it uses the clips from the movie as like flash cuts whenever like someone is remembering back to something, but you know, the lines of dialogue when they're like referencing the past or something like that, they don't feel forced. They sound natural. Like when Daniel invites Sam's crush over for dinner, and he's making him like a sushi meal or whatever, and he's like, my best friend from Okinawa taught me how to make this, and at first I didn't like it, but it really grew on me. Like some stuff like that is really good because it sounds natural. It sounds like something he would say, or when they do a nice like little tribute to Mr. Miyagi when he's like walking past his I guess like living room, and he has like a little setup of like newspaper articles about him winning the tournament with the trophy and a picture of Miyagi and everything, and he's like, man, I could really use some of that Miyagi wisdom right about now. Like, that's really sweet, and stuff like that. Another thing that I really got a kick out of was for the Halloween dance, Johnny drives Miguel to the dance so that he can put up flyers around the school and everything. And Miguel doesn't have a costume yet, so what does he do? He dresses him as the skeleton that him and his group of friends went as in the very first movie. I thought that was a really good callback. And yeah, I really, I like sort of, I guess, the clash of ideals between Daniel and Johnny. Like, Daniel doesn't want Cobra Kai to come back because he thinks that, you know, Johnny is just going to repeat the same teachings that John Kreese taught him from the first movie. This just really like abusive and like animalistic like mindset. And to an extent, he kind of is, because, you know, we see bits of Johnny training Miguel. I keep wanting to call him Daniel, but we see bits of Johnny training Miguel where he's like just, you know, making him do push-ups on his knuckles when he can't, and taking away his asthma inhaler, and you know, he's tying up his hands and pushing him into pools and shit. But I mean, he seems at least like, he seems like he has at least some sort of like common sense and like heart. Like, he clearly cares about his student. Because otherwise he would just throw him in there with no instructions at all. So I do kind of like that, and I'm curious to see how it evolves over time. Yeah, I really like these next two episodes. Pretty standard plots among both of them, but I'm excited to see how the story builds going forward. And I'm just really excited to see the rest of the show. So there you guys go. Those are my thoughts on episode 2 and 3 of Cobra Kai. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts on the episodes are. What are you excited to see going forward? I'm probably going to put Cobra Kai on the back burner for the next few days or weeks, because I've got Batman vs. Superman and Justice League to look over for the bucket list. I've got Falcon and Winter Soldier starting next weekend, and of course the Snyder Cut. So I'm gonna have a lot of shit to watch over the next few days. But yeah, until next time, be sure to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I'm posting. Follow me on all my social media, subscribe to my main channel. Everything you need to know will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.